What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. A year ago, I wrote an article about Sammy Sosa and how the Chicago Cubs should accept this man, should bring him back. They should honor him, give him a day, to honor him for everything he done for the franchise. Now, fast forward a year later, and there's been a documentary that came out, a 30 for 30, about Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa's home run chase in '98. So it had me thinking about the article that I wrote, but I want to do a video about this because if you remember, Tom Ricketts in the Chicago Cubs, specifically Tom Ricketts, but he said that Sammy Sosa needs to apologize before the Cubs accept him back. He needs to apologize. What does he need to apologize for? For failing a drug test? Oh, I forgot. He didn't fail a drug test. Sammy Sosa, call him what you want, and I do believe he did some shit. I definitely believe he did some shit because guess what? Everybody else in that era, damn near everybody else in that era, they was on some shit. They were taking performance-enhancing drugs. They were taking steroids. Yes, they were on the sauce. Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, they were on the sauce for sure. But don't make it out like this man is public enemy number one. Was Sammy Sosa the best teammate? Absolutely not. Was Sammy Sosa a prima donna? Yes, he was. He was an egomaniac. We all know that. He was an egomaniac. But he isn't that much different than any superstar on their team. Any superstar on their team in any fucking sport is going to have a big ego. That's how it is. That's why guys like Tim Duncan stand out. Because he didn't have a big ego. But he was a big superstar. But he stood out. In a world of all the prima donnas, Tim Duncan, guys like that, he stood out from the crowd because he was different. Sammy Sosa is just like the majority. He got successful. He was the best player on the team. Yes, his ego got big. Did it get a little too big? Yeah, it did. His ending here with the Cubs was horrible. It was bad. Then they traded him off to Baltimore. But yes, this man is an egomaniac. He was not a great teammate. But guess who else wasn't a great teammate? Barry Bonds. But to this day in San Francisco, the organization, the city, the fans, they love Barry Bonds. They bring him back. They adore Barry Bonds for what he did. But for some reason, Sammy Sosa gets the bad rap. For some reason, the Cubs don't want to bring him back. Yes, he got caught with the cork in his bat. He probably did it 1,000 times. We don't know. But he did get caught, and he did apologize about that. So we know that's not what the Cubs want. The Cubs, Tom Ricketts specifically, he wants Sammy Sosa to fess up about something that he was never caught. He was never caught doing. 1994, baseball went on strike, but guess who brought those people back in? Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. Those two men went out there in '98 and they put on shows and they made baseball a spectacle again. Fans all over the world was captivated with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire in 1998, including Tom Ricketts. So for him to come out and be so defiant against Sammy Sosa, it's funny as hell, it's comical to me. Sammy Sosa ain't going out winning popularity contests with Chicago Cubs fans, that's for sure. You got Ernie Banks, Ron Santo, Ryan Sandberg, Billy Williams, Fergie Jenkins, Greg Maddux, even Kerry Wood. You got these guys, Mark Grace back in the day. You got these guys who are looked at, who are beloved more so than Sammy Sosa. But you can't take away what Sammy Sosa did, not just the back of the baseball card, not just the numbers. But you cannot take away what he did for this franchise. And like I said, what he did for baseball, what he helped do for baseball. Not only did Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire bring back some old fans, but they brought in some new fans as well. And specifically for Sammy Sosa, being from the Dominican Republic, there are so many young guys out there who idolize Sammy Sosa, who look up to Sammy Sosa, who started baseball because of Sammy Sosa. And some of those guys are in the games right now. The Dominican Republic is a great portion of Major League Baseball right now. And part of that is due to Sammy Sosa his character, his persona, and what he did on the field. So for Tom Ricketts and the Chicago Cubs, whoever got a part in it, bring Sammy Sosa back. Honor this man. This man was a great player for your franchise. Bring this man back to Wrigley Field and make him feel welcomed. Because right now it's not that way. Because you have Cubs fans who also grew up on Sammy Sosa. Also became Cubs fans because of Sammy Sosa. Baseball fans because of Sammy Sosa. And they turned their back against him. So for the Chicago Cubs, honor Sammy Sosa. He was one of your great players. He did a lot for the city. He did a lot for the franchise. He did a lot for baseball. He does a lot for his country. Bring that man back. Honor him. Retire his number. And that's it. You don't got to make him the Cubs ambassador or anything like that. Just give him his day. Give him his moment because he has deserved that moment. He has earned that moment. If you agree, you agree. And if you disagree, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace.